It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself. Patriotism is supporting your country all the time, and your government when it deserves it. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then He made school boards. Part of the secret of a success in life is to eat what you like and let the food fight it out inside. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Never pick a fight with people who buy ink by the barrel. Thunder is good. Thunder is impressive, but it is lightning that does the work. It usually takes me more than 3 weeks to prepare a good impromptu speech. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happen. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. The reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Everything human is pathetic. The secret source of humor itself is not joy, but sorrow. There is no humor in heaven. Let us endeavor so to live, so that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. The trouble ain't that there is too many fools, but that the lightning ain't distributed right. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. My mother had a great deal of trouble with me, but I think she enjoyed it. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, the absence of fear. Do the thing you fear most, and the death of fear is certain. Loyalty to petrified opinion never yet broke a chain or freed a human soul. I don't like to commit myself about heaven and hell, you see. I have friends in both places. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world and moral courage so rare. It's no wonder that truth is stranger than fiction. Fiction has to make sense. If the world comes to an end, I want to be in Cincinnati. Everything comes there 10 years later. It were not best that we should all think alike. It is difference of opinion that makes horse races. The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. When we remember, we are all mad. The mysteries disappear and life stands explained. There are people who can do all fine and heroic things, but one keep from telling their happiness to the unhappy. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. Many a small thing has been made large by the right kind of advertising. Often, it does seem such a pity that Noah and his party did not miss the boat. Man will do many things to get himself loved. He will do all things to get himself envied. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of a joy, you must have somebody to divide it with. Truth is mighty and will prevail. There is nothing wrong with this, except that it ain't so. A man is never more truthful than when he acknowledges himself a liar. Only one thing is impossible for God, to find any sense in any copyright law on the planet. There is a charm about the forbidden that makes it unspeakably desirable. Few things are harder to put up with than the annoyance of a good example. Do not tell fish stories where the people know you, but particularly, don't tell them where they know the fish.